Yo, 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 guys. How is everyone on this Monday? How is everyone? What do you think to the patch notes then, guys? That is the first question. Think about it for a second, because we're going to be having a look through them. I haven't gone through them completely, but I know people are going to be pretty excited. It's quite a lot in the patch notes. You still haven't gotten a response from the last season's BG bug. I did notice that you had put in a tag earlier on. You tagged moderators. I did see that. Hopefully you will get a response, man. Welcome in, No Prax. Nora Spirits. No failure nerf. Yeah, I know. Wrecked, welcome in. I'm Toxic. How's it doing? PJ as well. Dad's in the top there. Lots of quality of life changes. Yes. We're going to have a look through it all. We're going to have a read through all of the important stuff. All of the not so important stuff we'll just skip past, but we'll have a look through it all. You had to? Yeah, that's fine, man. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, Prax. Alex, welcome in, dude. Okay. Gally, hello, hello. How's it going? 3K legend PvP. Nice, dude. Nice. Are you stopping now for the season? Trivia, how's it going, man? Welcome in. You're still salty after getting 2 Phoenix on your mirror pools. Oh man, Fabio, how's it going, dude? You're not leaving it there, dads? 3 minutes and no BG match? What the? I stopped my BG boycott and silver 4 started Friday. Nice. I've got no incentive to get Barb slapped and Druid jumped. No, I'd agree. Oh, you're on the BK now, are you? No wonder you're not stopping then, dude. So, what do you think? What do you think to the 2-star, the new 2-star, guys? We're going to go through it. I got lots of questions about it. Hey, Void, how's it going? Okay. Sounds good on paper, trivia. Yeah, I'd agree. I think it should be an S tier gem, but we're gonna go into the nitty gritty. I think we've got to talk about it, really. You know, we have to really kind of dissect everything that it says, right? Hey Z, how's it going? We have to really dissect everything that it says, because a lot of people will just go, yeah, S tier straight away and not really understand about all the dynamics of the gem. Gally says, looks interesting for PvE and probably support in PvP. We'll see. Like, when we get to that part of the patch notes, I'll put them on screen in a minute. I've got some questions that I'm going to put to you guys about what you think. Waiting to try it? Yeah, I think that's what everyone should do. But on paper, it is S tier for sure. But there's lots of questions. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 questions I've got about the gem that I need to understand first before I can really say, yes, it's an S tier, or no, it's not an S tier. Indes already said it's an S tier. I mean, on paper it is. On paper it is. Like, when you look at it as an R10, it gives you, what, 41% extra damage for that time that that person has got the acid on them. Which is an incredible buff, yeah? An incredible buff to your damage. Sounds better than Crucible. I would possibly agree. You know, on paper it sounds better than the Crucible, but there's a lot of questions about it. When it comes to the overall patch notes, guys, what did you give out of 10 the patch notes when it comes to everything you'd seen in the notes? I'm interested to see that. Nora says a 4. Wow, you're a brutal, Nora. 4 out of 10. Anyone else? Is it a 2-star gem? Yes. 7 out of 10 from Fabio. Patch note is really nice. I think there's a lot of quality of life changes, right? Sounds good, but we need to get the gem and actually fully test it properly. Yeah. 7 or 8, 6, 10. I mean, that's pretty good scores, guys. I would probably sit around that same sort of score as well. A 6 or a 7, maybe. And I've not really dissected these. You know, I see them a few days back, and I haven't gone through them too much because I like to do it on stream with you guys instead of doing videos now on these patch notes. Yeah, 4 out of 10 on notes. Quality of life sure is about met. Yes, no balance changes. I would agree. The balance changes bring the rating down of the overall patch. But I mean, they're going to come after bouts now, right? That's going to happen. So, let's just drop the music down a little bit. There we go. But yeah, I think a lot of people were disappointed about no balance changes. BGMM seems really good at the moment, to be honest. Wow. Did you see my stream last night? Exactly, Prax. The Crucible sounded really good before it went live as well. New Phantom cosmetic looks badass. It really does. It's a month of unbalanced BGs, and BGs are a massive part of why you play. Yep. It's not just rip Heliquary raids though, right? It's rip greater rifts. Josh, how's it going? Yo. You know, people are asking like what are greater rifts for now? Like, oh, greater rift, challenge rift now. I can always call them greater rifts. 2 to D3. Challenge rifts. Okay, so it all goes live this week. We know this. We don't need to look at the dates. We know the times. It's going to be early hours of Thursday morning for me. What's the first one then? This talks about logging in. You're going to be able to claim one of the 2. Don't we get 2 for free? We get 2 for free this time around, I believe. We're going to get 1 here and then another one for doing the boss, right? So that's pretty cool. But we're getting 2 free gems this time around. Wasn't that like that with Crimson's as well? Should just shelve the warband now. I mean, I don't know if they should shelve it. I like the warband because I've been in the same warband for like 3+ years. So engage in daily activities, defeating monsters to get a load of other additional stuff. Good. We like getting stuff. But this is good. 1 free gem here. Okay, what we got here then? I mean, this just tells us about the boss fight. You're going to be able to get another free gem from this, right? One time only. Free gem from this, I believe. I think the gem right now may be overrated. It looks like it's only single target per 6 seconds. Well, the way it works is it does splash damage. So when the banelings get to their targets, they explode and they do splash damage. And when that splash damage hits the enemies, it then adds the debuff to each one of those enemies per 6 seconds. But the downside is that it is going to be strifed. Okay, so we know about the boss fight. You're going to be able to do the boss fight. Did you guys see the boss fight? Did I actually put the boss fight on here? I think I do have the boss fight. Boss fight gameplay. Let me grab it. You didn't see that part? We'll go through it in a moment as well. But I do have the boss fight here. So let's have a look at this once it's downloaded. If it's going to download. I didn't download this one. I don't know why I didn't download this one. I downloaded the Elder Rift gameplay. But yeah, it's going to do that splash damage. But the downside, like I say, it's going to be strifed in PvP. So that really drops the time that the debuff is going to be on them from the acid. So the acid is going to be up for like 1.2 seconds, I think it is, in PvP, roughly. Which doesn't seem very long, right? 1.2 seconds. Chased. How's it going, dude? Welcome in. Cheers for the 10. Okay. I think the boss gameplay is just about downloaded. Imagine this gem combined with LT. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We've got gameplay of the boss fight. What's this actually playing in? Yeah. So I think personally this boss fight looks pretty cool, but I think it's going to be really easy, you know, because of our CR. We know most event bosses are quite easy, right? Will they give us one free copy? They're going to give us, I think you get two. You get one for starting the event, and I think you're going to get one from doing this boss fight. It's a limited time gem, just like any other crossover event, see? I mean, the fight looks okay. I wouldn't say it's anything too spectacular, but it's still kind of cool to have some different mechanics. I actually like the look of the actual boss though. I think he's quite cool. James is like, meh. Do it, get the gem, never do it again, right, James? It actually looks like you have to do some tactics, so like destroy the crystals to take down the shield. You know, different. There's actually mechanics in play. You know, fairly simple stuff. I'm done. I'm done. So that's the boss fight. Fairly simple stuff. Then you got the new infested rifts. Like WoW gem, it may drop, it may not. I never got it. I wonder if they'll increase the drop rate for it. But you know, with good gems, the gems never drop, right, Prax? Ever. Well, like all PvE, it will be quick and easy. No challenge in PvE. Agreed, yeah. Not losing 450 res for a 2-star. I mean, I can see how a lot of people are not going to want it, for sure, because they're going to lose a lot of res. So how will you max a gem? Does it drop in rifts? So you have to get 41 total copies to get it to rank 10. So it's going to drop in rifts, just like the Crimson did, just like the last one we just had, the Crucible. So you're going to be able to get copies of it. And if you've got plenty of fragments, you'll be able to craft it as well with 80 fragments. So you just need to get 41 copies to get it to rank 10 or 20 for rank 8. So we've got these Elder Rifts. The Swarm's going to corrupt the Elder Rifts, guys. Gameplay for this one. You get to see the Phantom Cosmetic here as well. I like the Phantom Cosmetic because it's got these little things that follow you. Look. So you're going to get StarCraft minions in Elder Rifts. Nothing spectacular. Better have a ton of fragments. I think it's about 3,800. Welcome in, Junior. So yeah, Elder Rift gameplay. It's just Elder Rifts with new minions, right? Nothing hugely spectacular there. But you're going to be able to collect an exclusive legendary weapons when by completing the special Elder Rift. So if you want more cosmetics, then go ahead and do it. Okay. A new version of Conqueror mode. I mean, we're going to be able to equip all 8 slots, right? All players have access to all 8 gear slots. Players who have not yet unlocked the final 2 slots will have their default gear automatically equipped into those slots. This is about time. This, guys, is about time. I like Conqueror mode, but this was annoying. 3,000. Proud of you. Have a good day. Visit. Cheers, dude. You never do con mode? I mean, well, you can now, man, because you can go in with a normal PvP build. You know, this is great. This is great. It's going to be a special version for the StarCraft update. This is good. I would have loved it if they'd have put on here that this is going to be the same for any other mode that required only 6. I mean, yeah, the cosmetic, you have to pay for the new wings, right? So this is good, guys. I like this. Okay, the big one then, guys. The one that we're going to talk about the most, I should expect. The gem. Dealing damage conjures 3 banelings who roll towards the enemy and explode, covering nearby enemies in acid for 2 seconds. That deals damage equal to 10% of your base damage per second and increases damage affected enemies take from you by 35%. Cannot conjure banelings more than once every 6 seconds. You also deal 6% increased damage to enemies suffering from continual damaging effects. Okay, so the one good thing here is this bottom part, you're also going to get a 6% damage increase to continual damage effects on people. So this is up all of the time. This is always up. Okay, that is always up. This here is not always up. Now, the question, guys, there's a few questions. Do the banelings despawn if they don't reach their target? The next question is, where do the banelings spawn from? Do they spawn from you, the character, as you deal damage to someone else? Or do they spawn somewhere else? What do you reckon? Because if they spawn at your character and they've got to roll towards an enemy and that enemy is running away, is there a maximum draw distance that baneling will go? Spawns from my butt. That is a big question, right? So you deal damage. Test. I mean, agreed. But you deal damage. I'm just looking at the points. Like, people are saying this is an S tier gem off the bat, and I would agree. On paper, it looks like an S tier gem. But it says that they roll towards the enemy, so it doesn't state that they spawn at the opponent. They roll towards. So if they spawned at your opponent, they don't need to roll. You know, so the gem itself is stating they have to roll. So you're going to visibly see them. Maybe it's like Mage's Soulfire. I mean, it might be. But the issue is, you do the damage, and then a second or two later, the banelings reach the target. Is that target already going to be dead? Are they have already ran away? Fast characters could dodge. There's so many variables when it comes to them two particular questions. The next one is when it comes to dodging them trivia. How fast do the banelings move? And what is their range? Will they continue to follow that character until they hit the character? There's also block to come into it. Shields to come into it. You know, it's only 10%. 10% of your base damage. So if you've got a base damage of 40k, that's 4,000 a tick for 2 seconds. So in PvE, that would be 8,000, right? Or maybe the same as Golden Firmament. Text mentioned nearby enemies. Yeah, true. It says, will roll towards enemies and explode, covering nearby enemies in acid. I mean, how close do they have to get to the enemies before they explode? And then what is that radius of the explosion? Because to me, if there's a radius of the explosion, they could move away from that radius. I'll show that soon, Brendan. Stay tuned, man. I've got all the clips. You know, so there's a lot of variations when it comes to this. You've got, do they despawn? What is their movement speed? What is their range? What is their explosion radius? And what is their spawn location? Because if any of those are going to be an issue, that will downgrade this gem. And that's not to shit on the gem, you know, because I think the gem sounds really cool. But we have to be brutally honest, right? One question, it says nearby enemies. Nearby who? The first enemy hit? Evening. Evening, Michaela. How's it going? Can Barbs and BK use Baneling as health orbs? I don't think they'll have, Josie. I don't think they'll have health bars. I mean, it'll just go towards where the enemies are, I suppose. But will it follow the enemy, or will it go to where that enemy was when you did the damage? Like, there's too many questions. I don't think we can safely call this an S tier gem yet in game. Like, we have to test it. Do they count as summons? I would agree. That's another one. Do they count as summons? TBZ, how's it going, dude? Welcome in. Cheers for the gifty there. But they are summons. It says conjures, yeah? But will they actually physically count as summons? How's it going, Doc? It would heal a BK? I mean, it would, yeah. I mean, the new gem looks like an upgraded version of Spectre Glass. Not necessarily. You could say it's an upgrade of Viper's Bite, maybe. It's like a Viper's Bite with a shorter cooldown. But there's another issue I have with it, guys. Translation problem? Could be. We'll have to test that when it comes out. The other problem, guys, is Strife. So, guys, Strife, it's up for 2 seconds. This 2 seconds should be buffed by Potency and by our Barons, okay? Vipers 2.0. I would say, yeah, it's more like a Vipers. So this 2 seconds can be affected by Potency and Barons. Now, Barons is not... You also finally joined the Discord. Nice, dude. Welcome in, man. Viper's Bite is so much consistent damage. I'd agree. It's a 6-second cooldown, yes. Don't worry about that at the moment. This 2 seconds, okay? I think in PvP, after you've added it all together, I actually think the seconds actually go down to 1.2 seconds. Roughly. So it could stay at 2 seconds if it upgrades to... rounds it up, right? Is 2 seconds enough? I would run it as a free-to-play. Well, 2 seconds, maybe max free. Not in PvP, though. You do the calculation. You've got to do the calculation to work that out. So you got to remember that Strife is 70%. What gem would you put in what we know so far? S tier for sure on paper. I'm all in on this gem, not gonna lie. I think a lot of people will be, but we have to look at all of the in-betweens, Alex. I think it's going to be a great little gem. It just... I don't know where it fits. Sounds like a Mana Flux ripoff. Yeah, exactly. Vipers and Mothers are my only 2-star R10s. I mean, why would you swap them out? Gotta go full Potency and Barons. Now, bearing in mind, Potency will be strifed. Max is 50% against players. It's better for PvE in your honest opinion. I would agree. Maybe MSB. The total damage in PvE, though, guys, is going to be 41%, right? 41%. Because you've got the 35 and the 6. In PvP, that will translate to 12%. So you're going to get a 12% increase in damage for around about 2 seconds, maybe slightly less. On the target. Now, if you're playing a melee class and you're really close to your target, in theory, the Banelings have a less of a distance to get to the target, so that you're going to be able to instantly make use of them 1.2 seconds. They don't have a really short cooldown though. I mean, 6 seconds sounds like a short cooldown. And I suppose it is compared to some gems of 20 seconds, but you've got the travel time for the banelings. But you got to remember, 12% is every 6 seconds. You got hit with a Diablo Immortal ad. Nice. I mean, we've got to test, right? We've got to test. There's just so many variables. You would have to use 2-piece barons because it's not strifed. But that's my opinion on it, guys. Like, I think on paper it's S tier. We definitely need to test, and the testing will give us the answers. I don't think it's going to be like Crucible was. You know, Crucible just really was bad. Travel is not an issue for melee classes. I agree. And I mean, I don't think there's been a gem out there that I've had so many questions about. Yeah, you couldn't really replace Pain, Mothers, or Spectre. Especially Pain. Pain, like, you're going to test it with DH summons. See how it works. And it's just so many questions for it. I don't really safely... We say S tier on paper, but I couldn't reliably say it will be S tier when we get to play with it in the game. And that's the downside to it. It sounds really good. It looks really cool. It sounds like a really cool effect. But will it kind of deliver? Will it deliver? I mean, who knows? Okay. What do we think to this? What do we think to this? Now, I don't have all the classes and I don't have all the genders either, guys. Remember, it's a pearl gem, so it's limited. Yeah, man, I've got to be able to get it to R10, so I've got to do something. Another question: if your move speed is too high, I mean, yeah, the banelings might not be able to catch you up. Because the banelings have got to get to the enemy first. You love the cosmetic in a Necro girl? How did you see a Necro girl? I don't think I've got a Necro girl. Pretty sure I didn't have a Necro girl. Bro, the wing thing is crazy. I got male Necro. Yeah, I don't have the female. So the male Necro is this one. I mean, that looks pretty cool, right? No. I mean, if the user movement speed is too high, then Banes might glitch sometimes. Oh, I mean, if your movement speed is too high, yeah. I'm happy for the quality of life interest of rest holds. Yeah, a lot of people are like that way. You got a barb one? I don't believe we got given a barb one. No, we didn't get a barb one. You think you saw a female on Inda's stream? I mean, I don't know. We got given the same details, so I don't know. I mean, the Demon Hunter looks really good. Alex. Use an AI, dude. I mean, this cosmetic just looks amazing. 6 months of membership. DBC, cheers, dude. I can't even lie. It looks freaking amazing. Like, it looks so good, right? Absolutely amazing. Like, even the druid looks really, really good. It's okay, nothing crazy. You want to have the wings, though? Yeah. We'll see. You love the hair. The hair part is really cool. Tempest. It just looks as such a good cosmetic. How much more is for the wings? I think it's like 4,500. Still not better than the Prophet. Yes, that was a good cosmetic. I mean, it just looks so good. All the classes, I think, look good this time. From what I've seen so far. So, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Cosmetic is C tier. I like the look of it. I think the look of it is pretty cool. I don't know where I'd rate it against some of the others, but felt more like a full year since I've been killing the content since day one and the best Necro guys and info. Cheers, DBZ. Rage baiting. Okay, the familiars then, guys. There's one thing I want to say about the familiars. They look absolutely badass. We don't have any kind of sound effects from the familiars on the file, but they look pretty cool, right? If it came with wings, yeah. So do you have to, but the wings that go with it, or do you have? We have to see. Like, to my understanding, and like, I don't know if there's anything else I got on here that shows. So I'm just having a look through some of the other things, guys. Give me a second. It doesn't show too much when it comes to the files that I've got. I'd agree, Alex. That's really good. But I really like this one. I just wish there was some sound effects to the actual familiars. But looks pretty cool. Does it actually take off at any point with its little wings? Both are nice, Galley. I'd agree. The design of them is really nice, but I mean, the only thing that I wanted to know, collect the two new familiars. So you've got this one, which we just see, a symbol of unwavering resolve. Yeah, it doesn't really do much. But this one, what does this mean? When equipped, allows portable skills to be used without cooldown, enabling continuous combat pressure. What does that mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? What? I mean, is that what it means? I don't know, Z. That's what it sounds like. Question is, which one is free and which one's with the Phantom? Well, I mean, this one will be with the Phantom because this one has got an effect. I have no idea, James. Like, I see this and I was like, what does this mean? Portable skills. Does that mean like salvage stuff? So you can, you know, you have that cooldown on your salvage sometimes. Like, I don't know. Teleport to town? Is that going to know how long I have a cooldown? They're like portable skills, right? Right, I should think this one will be one that you'll be able to get relatively easy. If that's true, it'd be the first time I've ever seen a pay-to-win cosmetic. Like, I don't know what it means. When equipped, allows portable skills to be used without cooldown, enabling continuous combat pressure. Pay-to-win pet is crazy work. That has to mean... It has to mean that it's going to be able to do, like, portal to town and stuff without that cooldown. If it's pay to win, I want it. Take my money. Doot, doot, doot. Yes. Okay, this one's just like claim shit, win shit. Survivor's Bane, Trial of the Hordes, Fractured Plane, Wild Brawl. Hopefully Wild Brawl is going to be 8 pieces of gear as well. Look at the description, it says it. Oh, Relentless and Throw. Yeah. This one's going to be the Phantom Cosmetic for sure. Isn't that a skill? People are saying the exclusive gem will be OP. I've got lots of questions about it loading. We were talking about it shortly a little while ago. So the questions I've got, and people are going to be asking this all night. The questions I've got is, do the Banelings despawn? What is their movement speed? Where do they actually spawn? Do they spawn at your location and then travel towards the character or somewhere else? What is their range? Yep. And what is their explosion radius? If their explosion radius is small, then the characters they're going towards might be able to move away from that. Do they follow the characters to actually make sure they hit their target? Or is there a distance? Yeah, they're the sort of questions that could really downrate that gem. It sounds OP on paper. And then remember, it's going to be strifed. So the strife will take it down to just under 2 seconds of uptime on the target. And then the damage is like 12%, roughly. So yeah, this is just do your weekly shit. Versatile rings, guys. We said this when they come out, right? They're now going to be a permanent improvement to ring drops and no longer just a limited time event. Good. This is so good. Win-win. Big win. Massive win. This is huge. Because limited time gem is always 2-star. Which better use? 5-star but low rank or 2-star but high rank? And what minimum 5-star rank do we need to use them all the time? I would say like your minimum 5-star is always going to be rank 3, right? Because that Wicker Man, yeah, needs testing for sure. So many questions, Wicker. I like the gem. I like the sounds of it, but so many questions. I hope it doesn't behave. I think you're fine, Wicker. And I didn't say this in the stream yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's something like that and it travels towards the target from you. I think that's what the Pet the Familiar is going to do, Gally, which I think is really cool. I think it's really cool. But this is a massive win. Versatile rings permanent all the time, guys. All the time. Big win. Increasing battleground rewards. We want to ensure that you feel that your time you're spending in Battlegrounds feel just as rewarding as the time you spend in the open world in Diablo Immortal. So we're making an adjustment to the rewards. Make an adjustment to the class stacking. Please. Please. We're increasing the rewards across the board to roughly 50 to 100% in some areas like gold and gear portions. Adding normal gems, 1 per run to BG participation and giving a slight increase to the drop rate in more valuable gear. Okay, so this is going to go against your normal weekly gems as well. So this will add to the same gem pool as Verge, right? Your first 3 runs will be the most rewarding and stepping down after those 3 runs, but both prize pools are getting a buff. Okay, normal gems earned in the battleground shed. Yeah, okay, that's fine. This is big. This is good. So if you really like doing battlegrounds and you do hundreds of them per week, I mean, your gems are going to be even easier to get each week. Big win. Big win. I mean, there's lots of wins so far in this, guys. Really happy to be able to farm normal gems in BG now. I think that's such a good change. It will just mean less time doing things like Verge, right? Yeah, but it just says your 4-player. So is that going to be Verge stuff, or is that just going to be your daily activity gems? I mean, I suppose that is just going to be your daily, right? And you'll still do Verge. I think what they should do, they should just put the caps into a big pool. So you just have one weekly cap. And that's your weekly cap done then. It would be better that way. Monster Family Commanders. Monster Families stick together now. It's going to be daily. Yeah, I misread it. When you're facing an enemy pack made up with one monster family, there's a chance to spawn a commander who will organize their underlings to protect and attack information. You'll need to take out the underlings before you're able to kill the commander. Is this commander going to give us anything special? Yeah, a lot of people are Wicker. Is this commander going to give us anything special? Who knows? Who knows? Okay, combat rating progression adjustments, guys. This is the big one, right? We're making changes intended to reduce the system's complexity and provide a more streamlined path to increasing power as you progress through Sanctuary. So, basically, guys, to my understanding, without going through all of this, which we will go through anyway, nothing will change. Like, your CR will still be the same when you log in after this patch goes live. Nothing's going to change. It will remove everything it needs to remove, and it will still have you at the same CR. So the Ancestry Tableau is gone. I mean, good. We don't need it. It seemed very pointless. Like, who cares? Defense of Serengar and Persia Depths no longer grant activity points. So is there going to be any point in doing these anymore? I mean, that's going to be another dead game mode. Set item upgrades no longer grant combat rating. So basically what that means, guys, a lot of people question what that actually means. So when you're upgrading using your materials from the challenge rifts, that CR, that when you're upgrading your greens, that doesn't increase it anymore. So, because you get that little bonus at the bottom, right? So when you go in here, you get this. That CR will no longer be there. That is going. The Hello Upgrade system has been removed. Hello Upgrade no longer provides secret rating. All invested materials will be refunded. Okay, interesting. What the hell? Why? Because they're baking it into other things. Players can access a Hello Upgrade Reforge system without needing to fully max out levels. This is great. This is good. It's just, yeah, it's just baked into other things now. Demonic Reigns no longer grant combat rating, but all other stats remain unchanged. So, okay, what that means is this combat rating here is going. This combat rating here will no longer be seen. It'll be baked in somewhere else. Gone. Done. And I think that's great change. Seeker's Path is simplification, yeah. Seeker's Path no longer grants Void Blood Slag and now reward upgrade materials instead. This is good. When Paragon level increases, players will now directly gain combat rating, Seeker rating, and primary attributes. There you go. So it's going to be baked into the Paragon level when you're leveling up. So you'll automatically get a load of combat rating as the Paragon level increases. All stats including combat rating previously tied to these systems will now scale automatically with Paragon level progression. After the update, your actual combat rating will not be lower than before. The system will automatically compare the old and new values and apply the higher one. Make sense? It's a simplification to make everything easier so you know where it's all coming from. I think that's great. Wait, what do they mean by the bullet point about set items? So you know the combat rating. I'll show again so you see it as well, Hanzo. In here, this combat rating here is going. So this will disappear. The willpower and the fortitude will stay there, but this part is going. You'll no longer see this here. Every single piece will be the same way. And what they're going to do with that combat rating, they're going to bake it into the Paragon leveling system. Should have been this way from the start. I'd agree, James. It's much simpler. It's a much simpler way. Much simpler. Finally. Yep. This is huge, Hanzo. Absolutely massive. It's brilliant. It's so good. You think that's going to kill the game? Why? So we don't need to farm the combat rating. No, that's only the upgrade. So the combat rating here will still be there. This combat rating will still be here. Yeah? But the upgrade, when you upgrade this to 25, this is what that upgrade has done. This upgrade will be removed. Okay? Whether they'll end up doing it, because like that's on here. No, this just gets seeker rating. So this seeker rating will be removed. Okay? Makes sense? Any other questions about CR? Any other questions about CR? Just like a DPS system is overly complicated. Any news about curses? How do you mean? Is it still Paragon? It's still going to be Paragon, yeah. No more dungeons for CR. Happy with that. You'll still have to do your dungeons for getting new green sets. Because the green sets are still going to have CR tied to them. It's just the upgrade side of it won't have the CR attached to it. So you have to scroll down on your... Yeah, you're still going to have to farm sets and Legos, for sure. But if you scroll down on the green sets and on your legendary items, you'll see the part that says upgrade. That CR and the bonus seeker rating will be gone. So Doom Gem is good for Necros. I wouldn't level it up. How can we make the CR changes sound like a bad thing? I don't think it is a bad thing, because it's going to be baked into your Paragon level. That change is good for new players to catch in game easy. I'd agree. Yep. It basically means, guys, that when it comes to people leveling up their gear, they're not missing that CR, right? Because the leveling process of your gear gives you extra CR. So now it's going to be baked into your Paragon level. So if someone new player joins and they level up, they're going to be able to get to the same CR level as everyone else, but they just won't have the extra stats that you get from these secondaries in your upgrades. We need to make make 15 videos about it. So, set item drop revisions. Here we go. After this update, at Hell 1 difficulty, players can obtain and craft all 16 set items. Well played. Well played. The drop rate for each individual set item remains unchanged before and after the adjustment. However, now that all difficulties have the same amount of set items in their drop pool, the overall set item drop rate for lower difficulties is being increased to match that of the higher. Okay, this is good. How long do you need from level 1 to 60 as a newbie? You can do that in like a day, probably. Maybe 2 days, depending on how quick you want to play the game. This is a good change. Everyone's going to have access to all of the gear from Hell 1. This is great. All green sets. That's a good change. Another thumbs up. Another thumbs up, guys. What I find funny, guys, is we was talking about the cosmetics the other day. It's a win for newbies, yes. It's all focusing on new players. A lot of this is new players based, like making sure that then when they get to top level, they're still got a fighting chance at staying and playing the game, right? All legendary gear reward selection screens have been updated for Battle Pass style. This is great. Really good. You hit 1,000 in 3 days back in Inferno 9. Wow, you were power leveling. The cosmetic backpack has been improved to make browsing and managing your collection more intuitive. This is good. Quality of life improvements have been added. For the inferior treasure interactions, players are now redirected directly to the treasure activity screen after seasonal purchase. This is good. Tooltips now highlight other treasures within the same set. Reactive. This is great. They glow in the inventory, guys. This is amazing. The Realm of Damnation and select previous main screen content now support Hell 1 and Inferno difficulties. Oh my god. This is great. Again, great for new players. A new onboarding experience has been added to help players enter Battlegrounds more easily at level 46. First time participation grants a Battleground intro quest. This covers the rules, objectives, and flow of the combat, and yet they still won't get on the idle. Any chance to start now? Others are level 1000 plus. You start now. People start every day. Every day, Mento. This is great. I'd agree. Quality of lives are so good. So good. And then last but not least, guys, Bout of Realms is returning. But we all know what it's really going to be called. Cheers for the follow, dude. We all know what this is going to be called this time round. It's going to be called Bout of Barbs and Druids and Beam Wizards. The Tank of Realms. I love that. Bout of Visas. Like, it's gonna be just full of barbs. Whales of Realms. We need to think of many different names for this and come up with the best one. Now we know why they're not fixing BG and MM for now. They're busy. Yeah. This is the reason. This is the reason. Bout of Realms, guys. So that is all of it, guys. Like, we're gonna do some gameplay now. Get into some playing. If people have any questions, we can definitely go over some things. Brain dead bouts. Bout to pay. I like that one. Bout to pay. Alex, that's amazing. That is amazing. Gem is the big one. I mean, Gem is still the big one, but I think, like we said earlier, there's so many questions about this Gem. So many. Like, too many questions that I have about this Gem that I need to test out. And then come up with the actual answer. Will this be an S tier gem? And if so, what gem will it place? Make 10 videos right now. Should I be like, this gem is a C tier gem? Why this gem is C tier? Do it for rage bait. Have I used the new essences yet? Most of the new essences are pretty bad, to be fair. Okay, what we got? We got like half an hour of BGs left. Let's do some BGs. If veins from this gem spawns at this... I mean, if veins from the gem at first... enemies hit, they won't spawn at the enemies that have been hit. It literally says it has to roll to the enemy. So it's going to be more like, I should expect, like, you know, the Mother's Lament spikes. It all depends on how fast they move. And then it also depends on many things like the range that they can move, because obviously your target is going to be moving. So will the banelings follow? Will they despawn if they don't hit their target after a few seconds? Will they have a big explosion radius? So many questions about the new gem. You've got to milk this. There's so many things to talk about. Yeah. Now that was a good, we had a good like nearly an hour conversation about the patch notes there, guys. Does the new gem have a internal cooldown or general bound to your character? It's a 6-second cooldown, right? So it can only be triggered once every 6 seconds. I mean, it could replace Wolf, but the trouble is Wolf doesn't have things that have to roll to a target. You got that travel time. No, it's not. It's 6 seconds. Doesn't say per target because it's AoE damage. It's just 6 seconds, so it's not per target. It's just 6 seconds. Oh. Duration is 2 seconds by default. It is 2 seconds by default, then minus strife. It'll be about 1.5 seconds in PvP. Not nearly as good as Spectre. I would say Spectre is going to be a better gem. I would even go as far as to say that Pain Clasp is a better gem. Mother's Lament is a better gem. Missed you. Wonder how the gem will synergize with other 6-second gems. I would agree. There's that sort of question as well. There's so many questions about this gem. It's a gem like we haven't had a gem like this before, I don't think. Not really. Well, I'm dead. Definitely dead. Spectres and Mothers are top 2-star gems, depending on the other gems and ranks. Yes. Oh, I should have let go of that. Shouldn't have let go of that. Let's push. Yeah, Spectre is ready to proc anytime per target. New gem is a general cooldown. Yes. I just don't know if I can safely say like that people should definitely level it up yet. Because of all the questions that I've got. Vipers is B tier. I would say Vipers is A tier. All I could get was a lot of assists on that match. But yeah, it was quite a good hour-long conversation about the patch notes. I think I prefer doing the patch notes that way. With all the shields, it's barely B tier. I mean, you've got to take the shields into context. So I suppose you could say, I would say low A tier, because if you're using a dot build, you're going to want dots, right? So you have to use it. And of course, the new gem works well with Summon's Necro build. We'll have to see. Vipers is still underrated gem by most people. Don't forget it has a 6-second duration. Plus can slow enemy attack speed, which Barb's Druids... Yep. I would agree. Yeah, I'm now playing Dispel, man. We're playing Dispel and Mage build. Do you expect that will increase our dot damage when they apply at the same time? It increases all damage. Spectre is all damage, see. Who runs dot builds? Most Necros run a dot build in PvP. Another gem that people look over is Everlasting Torment. Everlasting Torment is a great little gem. This is a dot build. It doesn't have as many dots as the old dot build, but it's still effectively a dot build. We're still relying on dots to do a lot of the damage. We want our mages to apply dots from our gems. I'm using Vipers. I'm using Everlasting. Using Roiling. I'm using Blood Flow. There's like 4 dots right there. In the other build, you would use Hemorrhaging Legs for 5 dots, and then you would use what's it called for the other dot? So 6 dots. So it's still very much a dot build. And then we run High Potency and Barons. Agment, that's the name. Chizzy. Misery until... Yeah, Misery is another underrated gem that people don't really think about. Like, it's such a good gem. Bye. I haven't run this in a while. It's always been a version. The only Necro build we've really had when it comes to DPS in recent months, even recent years, is a version of, yeah, tanking and debuffing is a different matter. But the actual DPS build has always been a dot build. Been testing new builds, yeah. We've just been messing around with different variations. I actually really like this build. Misery is strived in BG, but it's still such a good little gem. You hate watching the stream, it almost wants you play. Yeah. A lot of people say that, see? I am definitely not a pro at PvP though, guys. I will definitely say that. He's got to go down. He's got to go down. Wow. I thought I had him. I'm a pro at playing dead. Exactly, James. You got to be a pro at something though, man. I'm the floor gang. You guys know me too well. Nice. Full dot is the only way for Necros, always has been for now. Yep. Maybe slotting the gem that disables dashes. I mean, you can even put the chest in as well. It would be the chest that I'd swap. GG, we're a noob team. Sten. GG, man. Yeah, with this build, you could go the other chest piece. I like this because it shatters armor for like barbs and druids and stuff. But you could go in with you could go in with this. You could go in with this. It's like it has a like 7% bonus harmful effects and it gets calculated in general modified bracket. I think I might be overthinking it. Maybe. Misery is just really good in general, man, when it comes to just giving you an increase in time on your damage over time effects and your CC. So I would say anyone that's a lower geared player or lower reso character should definitely consider Misery Elixir, especially if they're playing Necro or Seda or something like that. Anything that's got like dots or CC is a worthy gem. Same with Everlasting Torment. Like, Everlasting Torment is such a gem that people tend to forget about. So good. So that chest piece states increases the damage they take by 19. So this is party damage for your team. New essences recently dropped and how I'm already waiting for new ones. It's always just a waiting for the next ones, right? Shoulder is our biggest win and we can't even use it in PvP. Yeah. We are enemies. We are enemies, man. Good luck. Finally got out of combat. Go, Dots, go. I'm looking forward to the day they allow resident gems for 2-star gems in replacement of gem power, like the current. How do you mean? Missed you. Oh, that system. Okay, yeah, I understand now. Yeah. That system, I see. The power extraction, and then you can then power up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You've reached now Silver 5 with a debuff build. Nice, dude. You're still playing the debuff build. That's great. It's working good for you then. I is glad, man. Is that the full support debuff build? He dashed away, annoyingly. This is a good battle here. Did we get him? Did we get him? Ah, I don't think I got him. 20 assists already, though. Wow. It would be a cool idea if they allowed us to do it. Will they ever? I don't know. Cheers for the follow, dude. Wow. I think I just saved myself. We got one. Wow. I'm a goner. I'm a goner. Wow. Hi, bro. Is that Devil Immortal? Super. Yes, it is. Welcome in, dude. Nice. That was a great match. $33. We were hitting on point there, though. We were debuffing away like crazy. It's okay to use 1-star gems, even if you have stronger gems, just complement your build. I mean, look, 1-star gem. What can I say? GG, lots. That was a great battle we had there on that lane. I mean, I was debuffing away like crazy. Debuff is so good on this build. If you get to use it properly, I need to open my window. Both dispel, what a combo. Yeah. It's so good. You just have to play it very risky because you've not got bone armor. Last night was just horrific on battles though, but tonight I've only played a couple of matches and you can already see that it works really, really well. Hopefully we get like this match in and another match. And then we can go for a bit of chill dungeons and more chat. Rizzo is more of an in-game stat. People focus way too much on it. Agreed. Agreed. I find that newer players do that a lot because they see Rizzo as like a way to get more damage without realizing like how much of a negative impact it can have on your thought process in the game. We're going in deep. Oh my god. I tried to get him, missed him. We might get a kill there though. Propped. Can we get it now? Man. You're the BK chasing me, big. How's it going, dude? I just literally hit my Blade Dark Curse where I didn't want to. Oh, I think I got him. Strongest Negro saw, they were max 8k rezo. They're all the, yeah, exactly. Shields are currently insane. We can all agree on that. Nomadic, thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. I hit the wrong button. Such a noob at this game. Get the demonic essence. I keep dropping mine. I've noticed today, guys. Has anyone else noticed this? Lots of blood knights. Tons of blood knights. Guys, one question. Is it better to have a Leviathan to rank 5 or Bloodflow to rank 3? I would put your Bloodflow to rank 3, man. Keep your Leviathan at rank 4 for now. But then your Bloodflow, if you get it to rank 3, you're going to be able to activate your, what's it called? Awakening. I can understand the debate about the Leviathan Bloodflow. Don't think we're going to be able to push this. Roiling is still the best gem in the game. I would agree that Roiling is, when it comes to the crit hit chance, you can't beat that gem. And what did I do to his horse? What did I do to him? Man, this match I've not been able to do shit in. Look at this. You don't think Bloodflow is that good? It's a really good gem. People don't like it. It's an underrated gem. It gives you tons of damage. Oh, we actually got a kill. Tough match. GG to anyone that was in this match. Tough match. Look at blood flow. Blood flow at rank 3, guys. It gives you 11% damage done. It gives you 22% crit hit damage. And it also gives you an additional 1% crit hit, 1% increased crit hit chance for each nearby bleeding enemy up to a maximum of 4%. So it's literally got crit hit chance, crit hit damage, and a dot. Horn Coil, I would say, is a very good gem, but I don't know if I could rank it higher than Blood Flow or Roiling. You've got a Roiling is a gem that provides all three. You got damage done, crit hit chance, crit hit damage, and a dot. So there's a fourth bonus, you get a dot. The dot is like the cherry on top. It really is. And that's at rank 3. You get that to rank 6, and that's like, at rank 6, you're talking 16% extra damage done, 32% crit hit damage, up to 8% crit hit chance, as well as the cherry on top. Good luck, Loss. Good luck, Loss. Last game, Loz. Good luck. Yeah, but what you would do is you reforge out on your, or your enchant out of your crit hit damage on gear and on reforge, but leave your gems in that gives it. That is the better way of doing it, I personally think. Cheers for the follow, Super. There you go. So dial back, reforge the magic, exactly what I just said, and then use them gems. So that's the best way of doing it. Love the cosmetics. Some of the new cosmetics look badass, I'd agree. Oh my god. Loz, you got me. You got me, Loz. Don't argue with the beard and I. Don't argue with the beard, man. The beard, you can't argue with the beard. Opinions can be wrong. I mean, opinions can be wrong. But I think the general consensus is adjust your reforges and your enchants and then use the gems. Because you've got better selection on your enchants and reforges to increase elsewhere. But it is a balancing game, right? Everyone min-maxes differently. I think James is asking for a DPS, a battle. James wants a DPS battle. The rage bait is real. We need to get these guys a room to battle it out in the maximum DPS. Maybe we should have a channel in Discord. It's like EPing. Show your EPing. I mean, we'd have to context that better than that, but you know, you catch my drift. He's bringing a rubber knife to a gunfight. The Rage Bait Resolve channel. Yeah, that would be good. Though I have some plat to spend, is it better to buy legendary gems like Rolling Flow or just focus on normal gems? All my 5 stars are already ranked 4 minimum. I mean, it depends on if you're going to rank them up even further. Like, do you intend on ranking them to 5 and then 6? GG Loz. I would say normal gems. I would agree with Wicker on this one. Depending on what your plans are for the future. How's MM tonight? Practice been alright. Like, we just done the last match. We've actually had a fairly good night of, well, I'd say fairly good night. We only played like 35 minutes. But we've done alright. We've done alright. But it also depends on where your standard gems are. I would agree with that statement as well. I will sit on the fence and agree with both of you, but it depends what... I always say with people that ask that sort of question, it depends on what your plans are. Like, if you want to go and level them gems, feel free to do so. They're both really good gems. But if you don't plan on spending much more money in the game, then you may want to keep them at a minimum of rank 4 and then use that plat on buying normal gems. MM was clean tonight. I'd agree with that. It was good. But guys, let's do some dungeons. Who wants in? Who's in for dungeons? We've got like an hour. You didn't play that much. It's been awful, Monk. Been awful. By the way, how many buff goes out? Have a neck grow something? How do you mean? It's probably just my dots, man. I got like 4 dots rolling. Of course you can join, Toxic. Fabio's in as well. Request, dude. Low-key Negro is a rage bait class. Most of the times my buffs were removed. Yeah, because I was dispelling you. You was getting dispelled, man. You were being dispelled like crazy. 2 spaces, guys. I think Toxic, you want in? Send a request in, dude, or message me, and I'll invite you. Give it until 10 past the hour. Invite if we have a slot. West, we do toxic. As soon as I see your name, I know who you are, so. James, take care, dude. Cheers for coming in, dude. We had really great conversations tonight when it comes to the patch notes. One spot left. Who wants it? You have 2 craft pearl and 1 progress upgrade already. I mean, 2 crafted pearl. I mean, you may as well use those 2 to get an upgrade to something, right? No worries, Monk. I mean, you could use the 2 crafted upgrades for your pearls to level 1 of them up. Roiling would be a better one. And then use your plat on buying normal gems. And then slowly, over time, increase the level of your legendary gems as well. Blessings. 2 minutes, guys, and we're rolling. If you want in, send me a message in game or request an invite. You're playing a different build tonight? What are you playing tonight? Weasel, how's it going, dude? Oh, Gin Tonic. He's in my clan. He recommended it to you. Nice. How's it going, Weasel? We had some better matches on the last half an hour, dude. Oh, no more stag. Okay, yeah. Blessings work on set items? No. That's what it works on. Okay, we're going. If anyone wants to join us, we have 1 space. Message me in game. If anyone has any questions about anything in the patch notes, ask away. Oh, you're in his warband. Nice. Did I see the video? Yes, I did see the message, yeah. I did make that change to the where I put that main hand. I did reply to you. Did you not see it? Oh my god, go away. No, you just got home. No worries, man. We had a good conversation about the patch notes at the beginning. And then we did like half an hour's worth of BGs and we had some good matches. Oh, you left the iPad in the house? No worries, man. I would suggest to anyone to keep crest and wait for surges to occur, such as roiling Conqueror. Yeah, I mean, it's always a good idea to wait for them. I mean, I've got to pull the trigger on this new 2-star to see what it's actually like to do some testing, so. Hi, UK, the Blizzard idiots didn't nerf the Barbs. Boris, I know. It's not the time to get nerfs, though. It's in the major updates we get nerfs. You're rewinding a bit and watch the start. No worries, man. It was like the first, like, 50, 60 minutes, I think. We had good chats about the patch notes and stuff. Just going through it all. No, but they made us pay for wings now. We'll see what it comes out when it comes out this week. What they're making people pay for and stuff. You also got to pay to win pet. Don't forget the pay to win pet, guys. Boris. Don't have issues with barbs because the only time I have an issue with them is when they like get me by a cleave or something like that, and it just absolutely wrecks me. Such a love-hate relationship with this game, man. Yeah. I think everyone does, right? I think it's because the community is so good. But then, like, some of the issue with the games actually, like, really annoys everyone. But the community is just so good that it kind of fixes that issue. Our Toxic DC, we'll give him a second. You hate barbs that aren't floor hugging? Easy to change warband now. Lots of good changes, I think, when it comes to that list of CR changes. I want harder dungeons. I'd agree, Monk. A lot of people I've been saying about harder dungeons for a long time. Did you DC Toxic? What we'll do is we'll remove Toxic for now. We'll continue. If anyone else wants to join, let me know. And when Toxic's back, we'll get him back in. Wizard shields are bugs at the moment. Haven't heard anything about a bug on wizard shields. Anyone else? Other than Wigger? What's the bug with the shields then? Oh, was it mentioned in the Chinese patch notes? I briefly read over them and didn't really see anything too different. What they need to do is buff Erratic Assault, because, like, we just got absolutely shit from that. Oh, so that's the bug it is at the moment. I see. What's my resonance? It's like 4,400. No. I would say I would agree with you, Wigger. I think the blood set when they added it to game was actually a big mistake. DK, how's it going, dude? Are they removing a bunch of stuff? They're baking CR into a lot of other things, man. So they're removing Seeker rating and they're removing the upgraded CR bonus from green sets. Nah, not 400. Not that. This amount. Look, this amount. I'm actually higher. I'm actually higher in this build. 4.7. You like the blood set? I still think it was bad for PvP. There was a bad move. Are they removing Herodrim? So they're removing the Ancestral Tableau. They're removing CR from Seeker rating. So they're removing this look. So they're removing that CR there on every piece. They're removing the Seeker rated bonus from here. They are also removing, if it lets me go in, they're removing the CR from all of those. And they're putting it into Paragon levels. So every time you level up, we will get a bit of a bonus combat rating. PI3, thank you very much for the rose and the diamond. Much appreciated. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Wonder how that will work. I mean, it's just going to be put straight into levels. So they say that we shouldn't notice any difference. It will just be baked into Paragon level, so you're not going to lose CR. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, PI3. So let me just have a look for you, DK, while we're standing here. Where was it? Here we go. This is the list. The tableau is gone. No activity points for the Serengar or Persia Depths. Category raid system has been upgraded. System has been removed. No longer provides Seeker rating. Players can access the reforged system without needing to fully max out the levels. Demonic remains no longer give combat rating. Seeker's Path no longer grants Void Blood Slag. When Paragon levels increase, players will now directly gain combat rating, Seeker rating, and primary attributes. All stats, including combat previously tied to these systems, will now scale automatically with Paragon level progression. After the update, your actual combat rating will not be lower than before. The system will automatically compare the old and new values and apply the higher one. I would agree with that, Weasel. Like, I prefer Grace. What I find nice about a Weasel, that build, is The only thing you need to aim is Dark Curse, so you really don't have to worry and panic. It's just to streamline everything, DK. So people were like, well, do we have to farm for greens anymore? And it's like, you're still going to farm for greens. It's not the actual combat rating that's being removed. It's just the upgraded stats. Critical hit chance. But it's going to be baked into the Paragon level, DK, so you won't notice a difference. This happens in a few days, yeah. It's a simple rework. I actually like it. I think it's really, really good. Quality of light changes. It should have been that way from the beginning, to be fair. Yeah, I would agree, Wicker. Shalbass and Esita, like, who cares? So having max level is important now. I mean, what it means is, yeah, having green sets leveled. I really don't mean like what's there going to be the point of it? Thank you very much, PI3. Biffy is still not working with summons. That was their intent. Like, we obviously get more answers on Thursday, right? Once the patch goes live, we're going to get a lot more answers to all of these questions. So the interesting one is the pay to win pet. Yeah, it's Tuesday now, technically, depending on where you are in the world. But the pay to win pet is an interesting one. It's still Saturday here. Is every day a Saturday? What's going on with the Serengar stuff? I mean, I don't know if it means it's pointless doing it anymore. It's slacking only 14, 16. Yeah, man, I've been slacking. That's called playing D4 as well. Every day is where are my key days. Is D4 fun? It's been a blast, man. Learning something new has been a blast. No worries, Weasel. You still haven't started? I think you have a blast, man. Like, Warlock's been so much fun. I don't know. We'll see. If it's very similar, it'd be kind of cool. Because in D4, like, you can your Warlock's got this ability called Rampage, and he can like leap from one place to the next. It's really cool. Hopefully we'll get some information over the next few weeks. That'd be nice, right? Some early information. You would pay, but your PC would blow up. Juniors are just around the corner. It literally is, man. How am I feeling now? I'm still a bit weird in my head now because I've been put on this medication for the last, well, just under a week, and it's adjusting to the medication in my system. So I don't go back to work until the 2nd of June. So the medication I'm on makes you kind of like, especially to the first few weeks, it makes you feel very weird. Isn't easy. Nah, Nora. Not easy. You didn't survive the first week of it. It's awful. They are awful tablets, right? What milligram did they have you on, Nora? I didn't ask that before. On 10. I'm on 20. Hey, Boosh. How's it going, man? It's called citalopram. And then by day 7, I generally thought my stomach had exploded. They are pretty rough. The trouble is, did you find it like the feeling kind of awful coming in waves? Like you'd have moments where you feel absolutely fine, and then again where you feel just like really weird. It's called citalopram. It's an SSRI. Like, I'll openly talk about it with you guys. Like, I'm honest about, you know, what's going on in my life. I think it's good to talk about stuff. You slept and puke in extreme pain. Oh man, that sounds rough. I was on these before. Like, from like COVID times, I was on them for like 5 years and then I stopped for a year. And now I've gone back on them. What exactly happened? I don't really know, man. Like, I think my brain just works in weird ways and I get in my head and then I get super stressed. And the doctor reckon it's linked to stress, anxiety, just a load of things, really. And so last week when I was due to go back to work, I just couldn't do it, guys. Couldn't do it. Literally couldn't do it. My brain wouldn't let me. I just like panicked. I was super stressed. And yeah, so I got in contact with the doctors again and told them what happened, and the doctor kind of agreed with me, like, to try medication again. You got smacked by my friend Holy. GG. The brain is a weird machine, right? Got possessed by the devil. Man, it was an awful day, man. It was an awful day. It's just been a horrible couple of months, like, but coming on streaming and it just makes me forget about it all. It's great. I tested your build with Tomb and Raid and love it. Good job. Did you do tons of damage? I hope you did. It's actually a real life dot. Z, you can actually say it is. Got some strange trauma stress or something, whatever it's called. Feels like someone will die. I mean, that sounds like PTSD as well, right? The stream is medication. Yeah, it is fab. Like, I come on here and I just chat to you guys and we talk about the most randomest shit. And it just makes you forget about stuff. DI is meds. But that's why I said when we talked about this like last time on stream when it comes to like mental health and stuff. Sup Spares, how's it going? Everyone should feel free to talk about kind of like it. Because if you don't talk about it, you find yourself getting like in your own head. It's best to talk about it, especially as a lot of us are older. The whole community is therapy, yeah. Cheers for the popular Spares. Hope you're doing well, my friend. No hugs. You don't want them hugs. Love this community. It's really good. All good. Hope you're too. I'm not too bad. Not too bad. Cheers for the GGs. Chat is a therapy animal. It really is, Trivia. Watch out for them lasers. Try this one. I go to work, come back, and didn't know how. I remember I stared and then like... Oh. The trouble is life can be like that sometimes, Monk. Oh, damn, take it easy, man, and get some rest. Maybe you think about Necro Nerf and unbalanced... Yeah, I don't think it's the game that's stressing me. Bells, thank you very much for the follow. What do those meds do to you? So The way an SSRI works is it like it keeps the happy hormone in your body longer, so you feel less stressed. But the first few weeks of taking it, it can make you more stressed, anxious. It can give you heart palpitations. It can make all of your symptoms that you already have much more extreme for the first few weeks, and then it phases out, and then it settles you down. That's how it kind of works. It's really weird. Hey, back to dinner, and not just this new gems behavior. All right, fine. So gems. I don't know. Like, that is a very good question about where would you place this new 2-star gem. Lots of testing needs to be done, but we'll see. Hey, why is the market weird? I want to sell a pet, but I can't go lower than 320k plat. Then post it for 320k. Do it. Necro buff will make you happy longer. Yes, it would. This game stresses you, Monk? I don't find this game stresses me. I think I'm fairly chill with it. What does this new gem do? So it basically spawns these little banelings when you're doing damage to a target. They roll towards the target, and once they get to the target, they explode and do an AoE dot over them enemies that are there. They then get a debuff on them as a dot for 2 seconds. While that dot is on them, you do an extra 35% damage to them targets, but you also do an extra 6% damage to all targets that are suffering with a continual damage and effect while using the gem. That's how it works. Sorry, Law. Did this happen over time or break up, whatever what it is? It's just stress, man. It's nothing. I go through phases where my body is like hyper stressed for no reason, from what I can tell. What's happening, Cap? I haven't played in 2 years. Come back and saw your video on Summoner, Necro, and Movo Eats. Cheers, that build, bro. No worries, man. Welcome back to the game. How's it going, man? 2 years break. What made you come back? I mean, 2 years ago, I wasn't even making content. Hey, sir, I'm new to the game. I watch your videos a lot. Now my Necro have good progress. Good job, man. Welcome to the game. How long have you been playing? Oh man, I know I haven't eaten tonight. We're gonna have like a quarter to midnight snack. Boy, smell good. Yeah, this game makes no sense sometimes. We've had small exchange DPS and my bank is full of gear. Yeah, I know that feeling, man. Friends start playing, so jump back into it. Nice. Are you enjoying it since you come back? That's the main thing. You've been playing about 2 months and you play every day? Man. That sounds like the rest of us. Addicted. In a good way, though. This Necro build looks fun. It's super fast. You do need to have like max crit hit damage and all that. Then you get all the orange numbers. It's like a drug, very addicted. Really is. Oh, I'm gonna bounce. Good night, all. Z, good night, man. Take care, dude. I play every day. Have you shared the spin build on the community? Mine doesn't look the same, but I'm all crit too. Yeah, this is on the community. This build is definitely on the community. What's your main class you like the most? I mean, I don't know if I should answer that. Awesome, I'll grab it and more looks sick. Necro is the best class in the game, right? With that build, I picked up off you. Yes, sir. My Necro mows down mobs easy. Speedrun summoner. Nice. Nice, dude. You'll never go wrong with looking over my builds. Even like the older builds still work really, really well. Really well. You enjoy the game because you break it and find new glitches? Yeah. Everyone plays in their own way. It's great. Good build never ages. It really doesn't. But it makes me confused the gem I use in my gear for Necro. I have got a video which talks about gems. It's from last year, but it still gives you an idea of what you should work on. I will go through and make a new gem guide soon, guys. I just haven't really, you know, with how I've been feeling recently. Been very hit and miss each day about how I feel and what I actually get up to, so. But we will get there. We will do catch up. Is using blue stacks for this game legal? I would say it sounds illegal, so I wouldn't do it. I don't know what it is, so. Yeah, you like doing that, Monk. Like, the little videos I see of you, like, seeing what can break is pretty cool. Necromancer has been my character favorite since Diablo 2. I mean, I didn't play Diablo 2. I joined playing Diablo in 3. And played Witch Doctor. And then soon the Necro was out. I was on the Necro. But I played everything in D3. Ah, so that's what blue stacks is. I don't know if you get away with that or not. Probably. But don't quote me on that. Thoughts on the patch notes for CR? It's going to be fine. They're baking it into Paragon levels, so there's no issues. Have you ever changed class and changed back to Necro just to get good items? I have changed to, I've been Druid and Crusader before. And I do want to do a lot of the other classes. We're waiting for Warlock currently. When Warlock came out, do you think you will stay on that class? Oh, I'll be Warlock for a while, yeah. A year in eternity. Nice. You want to try your strafe sentry summons on DH? I don't know how they're doing when it comes to summons on DHs at the moment. Which is better, Necro or Druid? It depends on what you're doing in the game, really, Vels. Like, if you're playing PvP, then you can be Druid, because they can be a bear and a tank. So, I mean, it depends on whether you PvP or just PvE. I've done challenge rate from a CR was 1,000 lower and killed the mobs and boss easy low. I haven't done much pushing on CR to be honest, on challenge rift to be honest. I've been playing like new builds for PvP, so I've not been really worried about pushing stuff. Because I've been testing out that mage debuff build, which I think is ready. I think we're happy that it works. So I might do a video this week for it, see how I feel. That's how it is at the moment. Every day I just see how I feel. Do challenge rift before changes on Thursday. Probably a good idea too. Oh, rip. Do you ever think about trying more of Zeep with your PvP Necro build? It also applies dots and dots trigger as well. I mean, more is a good gem, but I think if I was going to use more, I would probably want to use Wolfjord instead of more. If I was going to put another 5-star in. I think Wolfjord is probably the better gem. Doing good over there. Oh, you got it. Nice. You pushed to see what his build could do to get the boss fast and didn't have enough damage. Oh, wow. Gutted. That's happened to me on a number of occasions, man, when I've been pushing in the past. Got to the boss in 3 minutes and run out of time. How much HP did it have total? I mean, that must have had a hefty amount of HP. Fabio. Oh, the worst dungeon of all. How many times did you go down that dungeon, man? The bear build for the druid is definitely a nasty tank. Necromancer plus bear build as teammates equals total ownage. My buddy has a bear build and we never lose PvP. Is a guaranteed win every match. Bear is just like, and I said this when druid come out last year. I said druid will take over PvP. It'll be like one of the strongest classes, if not the strongest class, and it turns out it is. We called it last year. I think it's probably a little bit too strong now. Just because of the tank meta, which none of us like. Tank meta is just the bullshit. Like tank meta for PvP is just, yeah, such a bad idea. Don't forget iBends today, your daily reminder. How many? I don't think I got enough keys for a full run now, all right? Nah, I got 93, so we can do first room. Daily reminder, guys. It's also hilarious when wizard tank are in the same sentence. Yep. That's something you don't hear of at all. I don't think we've heard that in the entire life of DI so far, right? Until now. Gotta watch out for them wizard tanks. Just wizard and tanky just doesn't sound right. It's so wrong yet so fun. Last one, Fab. $5k USD, you can have a tank whiz for sure. Yeah. Yeah, again, the last dungeon is the worst dungeon, man. Scarier when the whales do it. Yeah. Whale wizard tank. Wow. That sounds disgusting. Can you push the idol very well? No worries, Sten. Cheers for the kind words, dude. We'll get there. As I mentioned last time when we talked about mental health on the stream, if anyone wants to chat about mental health, feel free to do so. A few of us do openly discuss it, and I think it's always good to. No doubt in our lives, we all suffer from it at some point. For everyone hating on Barbs with stuff and enough to dispel hard. Now I hate for us for the cleave. Barbs will always get hate, Steve. Steve, they will always get hate, man. It was Necros for a long time. Ronnie, what's up, dude? Welcome in. If you're just joining, we are about to finish the last dungeon of the night. But if you do want to catch up on what the stream was all about, you can go watch it again on the Red app on YT. We talked about the patch notes for the first hour of the stream. Had lots of discussion about the new gem and about all the CR changes. These gems are good for people. Yes, for sure. Yeah. I would agree. Just woke up, bro. No worries, Ronnie. If you go over to YT, man, you'll be able to see the entire stream. And we'll be streaming again on Wednesday. And if anyone's got any questions about the patch, you can always come onto my Discord and ask on there as well. So, but let's see what we got, guys. Let's see what we got. Especially what's going on in the world now. Oh, you have been, Ronnie. Cheers. Much appreciated, dude. Much appreciated. But yeah, I'll just reiterate that as well. Like, if anyone does have, you know, when it comes to your mental health, if you are, you know, struggling, need to have a conversation, plenty of us are open to talk to. We all have them issues in our lives at some point, and it's always a good idea to have a conversation. I'm very open about mine. I think it's a good idea to be. Warlock on June during the anniversary. Not too long away, no. Hopefully it's going to be very, very good. I actually think we got a load of shit, guys. Shit. I mean, I might keep that. We all have problems. Agreed, man. Agreed. I think people out there just don't talk, right? And people don't talk about some things, and then it bottles up. And I'm terrible for that. Exactly, Nora. Exactly, Nora. Be interesting to see 8 event gems are available, even mana flop. Oh, that would be interesting. Like, run them all. See how they fare. All 2-star event gems. I agree. Communication's half solution to the problems. It is. It is. You watched last night's stream, man. Rough MM. The MM last night was brutal, man. But the new Necro build with Dispel, really good. It's really good. A lot of fun. I was playing it tonight for half an hour when we had half an hour of the BGs up. And we had some really good matches tonight. So I'm not going to complain. I will do a video for it. I might get one done this week for that build. Maybe by the weekend we'll have a build video for that. After the patch and stuff. iBenz is done. Yes. But guys, we're going to leave it there. We'll be back on Wednesday, normal time. Remember, if you want to talk about anything to do with the patch, we'll definitely be open to that on the Discord. And on Wednesday, we'll be talking about, no doubtably, about the patch note stuff still. But enjoy the rest of your day. It's been a blast. Cheers for all the likes, any memberships, any gifts or anything anyone sent. Much appreciated to all of you. And we'll see you Wednesday. Peace out, guys.